everyone, we're going to find the equation of the secant line for problem 1 here. I've already done these three on separate videos. We're going to find the equation of the secant line. We're going to graph f of x and the secant line. So we're going from -1 to 1, so we're going to have to find our y as well. So the secant line is just the average rate of change of this curve here from our two x's, x1 and this would be x2, and you just connect them and that's your average rate of change. That's your secant line. Well, we're going from -1 to 1. So we have to find our y value first, and then we're just going to use our slope formula here to get the average rate of change or our secant line. So we're going to do f of -1. So that's going to be -1 squared minus 3 times -1 plus 2. So that's going to be 1 plus 3 plus 2, and that equals 6. And then we'll try f of 1. Get 1 squared minus 3 plus 2, and that's going to be 3 minus 3 is 0. So now we have our 2 points, point 1 and point 2. So now we just use our slope formula to get 0 minus 6 divided by 1 minus a -1. So this equals -6 divided by 2, which is -3. This is our slope. Now to write your equation of your secant line, we're just going to write y equals mx plus b. So our slope is -3. And plug in one of these points. I'll choose this one. You get 0 equals -3 plus b. So clearly b is 3. -3 plus 3 is 0. So our equation is y equals -3x plus 3. Now we're going to graph both of these. We're going to graph the secant line and our equation here. So I need to remember these 2 points, -1, 6, and 1, 0. And let's go ahead, and our y-intercept here is 2. And x is 0, y is 2. And let's set y to 0 and factor this. This one's going to be a tight squeeze here. It looks like x is 2 and x is 1. So x is 2 and 1. All right, -1 maps to 6. So let's go -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I like to graph that too so it's more accurate. And we already have the 1, 0 right here. We have some vertex going on in here. So we're going to estimate that because that doesn't really matter for what we're doing. And then this one is the next one, goes up to here. So let's sketch a graph here. Connect all these. I'm just estimating the vertex. We don't really care about that so much. Now, we want from -1, so here, to 1. So we want the slope of this curve, which happens to be the secant line. And our secant line was y equals, what was it? -3x plus 3. -3x plus 3. I know my y-intercept is 3. So just connect those 3 points. There's your secant line of -3. If you extend it out, the line out a little bit, that gives you the equation of the secant line. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.